There was a time not long ago when the average American could sit through a conversation without glancing at a screen. When boredom was normal, silence felt gentle, and the mind could wander freely without the itch to tap, scroll, refresh, or check. In that world, focus had value. Depth had meaning. People could read, think, sit still, and be alone with thoughts that unfolded slowly, like pages in a book. Please like and subscribe. That world still exists, but it is fading. Today, the United States is experiencing what many call an attention emergency. Not a minor inconvenience, but a nationwide cognitive shift. The country's collective mental bandwidth is shrinking, overstimulated by technology, media velocity, and an economy built around distraction. Brains are overloaded. Thoughts are fragmented. Focus, once abundant, now feels like a resource constantly under attack. The transformation did not happen overnight. It happened gradually, the moment technology stopped being a tool and became an environment. First came the internet, then smartphones, and then algorithm-driven social platforms engineered not just to entertain, but to capture attention, shape behavior, and keep users engaged for as long as possible. Attention became a marketplace. Human focus became a commodity. People still believe they control their devices, but increasingly devices control them. The mechanism of overload. Human brains evolved in slow conditions. We were designed to process one conversation at a time, one environment at a time, one threat or opportunity at a time. The modern American mind, however, is asked to juggle a near-infinite supply of information every single day. Instead of observing the world, we are bombarded by it. Through buzzing phones, autoplay videos, breaking news alerts, notifications stacked like dominoes, feeds that never end, content that never rests. Neurologically, this saturation has consequences. Every vibration of a device, every red notification bubble, every unexpected message releases dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. These micro-hits condition the nervous system to chase novelty rather than sustain concentration. The mind begins to crave interruption. Deep focus, once natural, starts to feel uncomfortable, even boring. Working memory becomes cluttered, like too many browser tabs open at once. The prefrontal cortex, the brain's decision-making hub, exhausts itself switching tasks. Cognitive fatigue rises. Mental patience shrinks. The ability to sustain attention for more than a few minutes becomes a challenge. The brain, always stimulated, forgets how to rest. Instead of deep awareness, Americans are living in a state of continuous partial attention, everywhere, yet nowhere fully. Social side effects. The attention crisis is not just personal, it is cultural. Workplaces across the country report declining concentration levels, shorter focus windows, and employees who multitask constantly but produce less meaningful output. People feel busy yet unfulfilled. They work longer but with shallower cognition. The mind is active but rarely anchored. Education is also changing. Teachers increasingly compete with screens, not just for students' time but for their brains. Lessons struggle to keep pace with digital stimulation. Reading comprehension falls. Classroom attention dissolves. Children raised on fast content find slow thought intolerable. A chapter of text feels heavy compared to 30 seconds of video. Imagination, once fueled by boredom, now fights against instant entertainment. Mental health suffers as well. Overstimulation breeds anxiety, restlessness, and emotional burnout. Social media floods the brain with comparison. Other people's success, beauty, luxury, happiness, real or filtered. The nervous system becomes overloaded not only by information, but by expectation. Americans consume news faster than they can emotionally process it. The world feels louder, scarier, and more urgent than it truly is. And relationships shift. People sit together but scroll separately. Conversations fracture into replies, emojis, quick exchanges between moments of distraction. Presence fades. Deep human connection, which requires attention as its foundation, erodes quietly. Connected more than ever, Americans are present less than ever. The business of distraction. It is important to recognize that this crisis is not accidental. It is structural. The digital economy thrives on one currency above all: time spent looking. Apps are built to be addictive. Every pixel, every sound cue, every endless scroll mechanic is designed to reduce friction between one moment of attention and the next. The longer someone stays, the more valuable they become to advertisers. The user is not the customer, the user is the product. Infinite feeds replace natural stopping points. Autoplay removes moments of reflection. Push notifications interrupt thought. Algorithms predict desire before desire becomes conscious. Technology no longer waits for intention. It pulls attention automatically. The mind loses control not because of weakness but because of design. A generation growing up in noise. For children and teenagers in the US, the crisis is not a shift, it is normality. Many young people have never known boredom unfilled by screens, never spent hours lost in imagination without digital stimulation. Childhood once included quiet observation, outdoor play, daydreaming. Now even moments of stillness are patched instantly with content. This produces a mind fast but fragile, quick to absorb information, slow to sit with it. Brilliant access does not equal depth of understanding. Knowledge without reflection becomes trivia. Creativity without quiet becomes impossible. If attention is the foundation of learning, America risks raising a generation skilled at accessing information, but less capable of processing it deeply. Reclaiming the mind. There is hope because the brain is rewritable. Neuroplasticity allows focus to be...
Let's all focus now, everyone. Put your phones down and look up here. Let's all focus now, everyone. Put your phones down and look up here. Let's all focus now, everyone. Put your phones down and look up here.
Screen time. Devices should not be opened reflexively at the first hint of boredom. Even a few phone-free hours per day can reset mental clarity. The third is silence, genuine silence. A walk alone, a meal without screens, a morning without notifications. Stillness feeds the brain the way sleep feeds the body. Reading long-form text helps too. Books stretch attention like muscles. They retrain the mind to follow thought rather than chase impulse. They restore cognitive endurance. Even boredom, once avoided, becomes valuable. In boredom, creativity awakens. Ideas unfold. The inner voice, drowned by noise, can finally speak. Where the future leads. The United States stands on a divide. One direction leads toward deeper thought, stronger relationships, and healthier minds. The other leads toward mental fragmentation, chronic distraction, and a society unable to think long enough to solve its own problems. Technology is not the enemy, ungoverned attention is. Screens are not the problem, dependency is. The digital world can coexist with deep focus, but only when humans learn to navigate it rather than be consumed by it. The attention crisis is a warning, but also an invitation to slow down, to think long, to return to presence. The greatest resource of any nation is not its economy, its innovation, or its data. It is the mind.